Hi guys, how are you all? Welcome back to Soulful Knowledge. So today I'm going to talk about spiritual awakening. So I've spoken about this already in my previous video. So that was in Tamil version. So this is actually in English version. So recently we can see that many of us are started to talk about spiritual awakening, about spirituality, kundalini, about the chakras. So, what is the science behind spiritual awakening? So, if you see, as a humankind, as a human being, we have an science or mechanism to rise our energies, to experience different frequencies. So, about this only I've explained in Kundalini and also in 7 chakras. You can check that in my videos. So from 2020, do you think our world is being the same as before? So there is so much of changes happening to ourselves and also to the world. So all these shifts are put together, and that's why people are experiencing a different kind of energies. So in as an outside world, it can be like a corona or pandemic or some war situation. There is so much of depressions, loss of lives, so much of isolations, struggle, and we are being put to this situation. So what is actually happening? The truth is, the world itself is shifting to a higher dimensions. For example, so if you wanted to know the true shape of this earth, one being from inside the earth, we cannot able to actually analyze how the true nature of earth is. So we should actually move away from this earth, go to space, so that we can actually see the true shape of this earth and we can analyze the true nature of this world. So, in the same way, to know about ourselves, to know about our true shape and nature about ourselves, so one should actually isolate ourselves. So, this is actually a process. In that way, we can actually know the true purpose of our life. So, I can compare this to a caterpillar becoming like a butterfly. So, if you see a caterpillar, it goes to a stage called a cocoon stage. In that, it actually spins itself with a silk thread. It squeezes itself inside that. So, it is isolated itself for some time so that it becomes like a beautiful butterfly. In the same way, even as a human, we have such a process to transform ourselves, to know our true nature, to become like a beautiful butterfly. And this transformation process is only happening right now. So as a nature itself, is it pushed humankind to a situation to isolate ourselves from others so that each one can realize themselves, to know that true nature, to transform themselves and to become like a butterfly. So if you see, there is a massive shift going on. So from 2020, there is a mass awakening happening. A mass shift is happening in the energies. So this energies is only felt by everyone. So definitely there would have been some realization in everyone's life. Some mild realization would have been happened for many of us. For some others, there would be a total transformation, like a cocoon becoming a butterfly. That process would have been going on in their life. So for many, they would actually still going in that process. So some would have been completed the transformation. So some still can be in confusion. So all this is happening simultaneously right now. So the next question is, why only few are realizing? Why only few are able to spiritually awaken, to understand the energies and shift? Why the majority of people are not able to do the transformation? For that, we should understand a concept called synchronization. For example, if you take a four pendulum in a same base, you can see that this, when shaken, this base, this four pendulum would oscillate or vibrate in a different frequency. So randomly it will actually oscillate itself. So for instance, if you trigger a pendulum or oscillate a pendulum in a higher frequency, so what happens is, so after some time what happens is, this four pendulum in the same base, they will start to oscillate in the same pattern. So this is only known as synchronization. So in the same way, maybe many of us not realized yet, but the few people who have realized, actually they are having the high frequency and they are oscillating in higher frequency and energies. So these people are spread throughout the world, and once these people start to oscillate in high frequency, the people around them will also change their energies and also will try to match the frequency. So after some time, definitely what will happen is, the whole world will pick up those oscillation and pick up those high frequency and energies. So this is actually a step-by-step process. It is slowly happening. The change is slowly happening. Definitely in the upcoming years, there will be a major shift throughout the world, and definitely it is going to actually to a higher frequency level. So people who are experiencing this spiritual awakening, so people who have transformed in this process, so definitely they must come out. They should reach their spiritual people. They are actually someone who have become like a butterfly from a caterpillar. So in by no chance a butterfly cannot go back as a caterpillar. So spiritual awakening itself is a tedious process. It takes so much of energies. It is like beyond death. It puts us to so much of struggle, depression, anxiety. Actually, we can test our own limit. So our nature itself has given us opportunity to transform ourselves. So many of us as actually maybe in this process from becoming a butterfly. So the one message I would like to tell to all the spiritually awakened people, that you have your wings. So once you have crossed that transformation, you have to become like a butterfly. You should spread your wings and start to fly. You cannot go back like a cocoon, crawling again, crawling like a cocoon. You got your wings, you should actually start flying. So the one difficult thing is that the spiritual awakened people cannot able to explain to others, because the transformation is happening only for them. It takes time for many others also to realize themselves, to transform themselves. So the only thing is to do is to, once you're spiritually awakened, once you can understand the process, once you have transformed yourself, so the next thing you have to do is to reach out to all the spiritual people. Once all the spiritual awakened people are started to connect, so definitely there is going to be a major shift and major changes to this world. So already we know that we are currently in a Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga, like we can see that worst things are happening. the mindset of the people. So everything is definitely not in the right path. So everyone wanted to change others, to change the world. Everyone wanted to see a change to this world. But everyone have to, one as ourselves, we have to realize that change has to happen within ourselves. We cannot change others, but if we change ourselves, our energies will change our surroundings. By that way, we can actually change the whole world. So that's why change is only the constant thing in this universe. So one who realized themselves actually have to change ourselves, so that we can actually, by that way we can actually change the world. So spiritual awakening is very natural thing happening around us and happening to people. So people have transformed, or people are still in this process, or people have no idea about this. So everyone definitely at one point of that time they will realize their purpose and soul nature. So definitely people who have been spiritually awakened not feel shy. They should come outside, they should present themselves to this world, so that people who are going to through this process, definitely it will be useful for them to reduce the struggles and to transform themselves from this process. Okay guys, hope so you would have understood what is spiritual awakening is about. So thank you for watching. So definitely for people who are in awakening process, my videos and the future videos would definitely be useful for you people. So thanks for watching. So this is Shobna. Bye from Soulful Knowledge.